there. And knee touches. It's close, but looked like the knee touch just before the ball came out.
Of course, the argument, does he survive contact?
Well, now he's being wrestled to the ground. Yeah.
Tyree Hollins, the man who brought him down.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know if I agree with that one. Looked like his knee touched before the ball came out.
We're gonna go get one right now.
Second 2-0 of the game for the Redblacks. And Dembski drops deep. Dembski feels this just inside the 30 and tries to get outside and gets collared there and brought down up around the 38-yard line. So Kevin Glenn has the Riders back in front here in the third quarter. Hooked up long distance to Naaman Roosevelt. Also a touchdown pass to Rob Bagg and over 45,000 yards in his career. A promise we can all help deliver. Roughriders with 3 tonight. The Redblacks with 1. Notable that they now have 1 more than all of last year.
37 on the season last year for Ottawa. And 13 interceptions this year. Last year they had 16 total. So defensively, huge improvement.
Mentioned Keith Shulligan with 5 of those for the Redblacks, 2 against his old team. And Capicati has 4 against the Roughriders this year and 7 on the season. Interesting game. Roughriders trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. Big game for the Redblacks, trying to move within 2 of the Ticats and would still have a game in hand. Pass in the flat, and that ball popped loose in front of the Ottawa bench and ruled incomplete. Second and 10 after the incompletion intended for Ryan Smith. Glenn stands in. He's got an open man, and the pass incomplete. Weston Dressler hit the seam, but Glenn unable to find him.
Yeah, he sort of threw it behind him a little bit, but I thought it looked like Weston Dressler lost the football. He had to clear past the linebackers. And he's going to come right into your frame here. Now he's clearing back. Now see, he hasn't looked at the football yet, and by the time he finds it, it's too late to react because it only bounced a couple yards away from him.
Good call. Looked like Dressler could go a long way, but they failed to make the connection. And a 2-and-out for the Roughriders. That's their third 2-and-out of the game.
Time count violation. Saskatchewan. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
They short somebody out there. Guys looking at the bench.
Bob Dice doesn't like that.
Nobody came on.
Well, they had 12 out there. Didn't have the right formation.
Early, not a deep boot. High one hopper, and Williams just dives forward. After a 41-yard punt, let's check in with Lee Jones.
Yeah, thank Chris. Actually, Kevin Glenn, smiling coming off the field, went straight to Weston Dressler and told him that it was his fault. He just couldn't get enough air on the football, knowing that they let one go there with Weston Dressler behind coverage.
Opportunity missed. after 6 weeks of working together, that's going to happen. Redblacks take over at the 40-yard line. They fake the end around and come back the other way. Here's Jeremiah Johnson, and he gets tackled. Nice play by Hollins to bring him down. 6-yard pickup for Johnson.
This is the small things that a veteran quarterback does. They're getting in at tempo, so go ahead and run it, guys, quickly here. But watch the fake. Extends the hand so the defense sees the football and then throws it the opposite direction.
2nd and 4 for the Redblacks. Won their first game west of Ottawa last week in BC, and trying to do it back-to-back weeks. A pass in the flat is caught by Williams, and a first down as Chris Williams has his 3rd catch of the night.
Interesting little matchup developing here with Chris Williams on the outside against Junior Murtaugh. Remember that little hook screen he caught, took for a touchdown? He's a wide receiver right here, and this time Murtaugh staying well off him in the zone look, and he catches it underneath.
I think they're just scratching the surface with Chris Williams this season. 3 catches, 70 on the night, and
yeah, see, there they go. And they're going to keep working this now. They go back to the short side, and the veteran quarterback in Henry Burris is looking at this matchup, and he's watching Junior Murtaugh back up. You don't see him in the film here. He's just to the left of your screen. So another out, and this could be even option routes from Chris Williams on that short side. Murtaugh gets close, then they do the double move.
Murtaugh just his 3rd start on the corner. Williams twice a 1,000-yard receiver with the Ticats. Some chemistry with Henry Burris.
Ottawa.
That might be crowd assist there. Like they were trying to change the play. Chris Williams pointed to Brad Sinopoli, said, we've got to switch positions if that's the call. Didn't look like Henry Burris was comfortable with it. They turned and quickly called the timeout.
Went to overtime here last season. A thriller at Mosaic between these two. Separated by 2 points here in the 3rd quarter.
And put Chris Williams into that boundary again on Junior Murtaugh.
The game within the game is developing. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Johnson. And he's at the 45, a pair for him, and a tackle for John Chick.
Handed it off to him, but they moved one receiver away so that Chris Williams was by himself with lots of space. See, there he is in that matchup again. Even though this is a running play, you can still be setting up for the next play, setting up the guy you're playing against.
So does it come here on 2nd and 8? Well, Burris has trouble and has to eat the football. Back at the 53-yard line. There is a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going against the Roughriders.
Is that illegal contact that's going to bail out this?
Illegal contact on a receiver. Saskatchewan. Number 1. 10-yard penalty. 1st down. Ottawa.
Marche Green called on the play.
Marche Green was inside. There's the 5-yard right there, 6, 7, and then let him go.
So it's a 1st down. Saskatchewan 35-yard line. And they'll hand it off to Johnson, and he is dropped in the backfield. Tyron Brackenridge making more plays by the game as he moves from safety to weak side linebacker.
Yeah, it should have happened a long time ago, but Tyron Brackenridge comes up and makes the play. But let's take a look at a high snap from John Gott that's to the outside here for Burris. He has to reach up for it, and then the timing is off a little bit. I'm not sure it would have mattered anyway because Tyron Brackenridge was making making a camp in the backfield.
70th CFL start for Breckenridge. Second and 18. Here's Mo Price cutting back on Hollins, who recovers and makes the tackle at the 30.
Remember when Chris Williams ran that little hitch screen outside, and you saw Murtaugh come out outside and try to tackle him, but didn't get help from the friends coming on the pursuit. This time, Maurice Price catches a similar play way out to the wide side of the field. Now, you got to go outside, make him turn back in, and then here comes the pursuit from inside out, led by Jeff Knox.
Milo comes on, looking to kick the Redblacks back into the lead. 37 yards out. And the former Rider has missed it. And is Dipsky coming out? Oh, he put on the brakes and went back in.
Whoa.
Well, how are they going to call that? A huge mistake one way or the other.
Well, if he just got back out,
he did get back out.
he
Could have been
knows.
two, but regardless, a mistake, and he knows it.
Yeah, he knows he made a mistake there. He goes out and comes back on his own. It's a safety. You give up two and the football, and ball pushed right.
So the field looks open, and then he says, wait a minute.
And then went back in.
Then
Now he's in trouble.
Yep.
And goes out at the 1 yard line.
Yikes.
And Breckenridge's reaction was just didn't put the brakes on at times, in time.
And once he got it out across the goal line,
Now he's committed.
he's committed. And the Roughriders in a hole. Glenn from the end zone towards the strike.
Money.
And that's breathing room.
Money.
Ryan Smith has a first down up around the 15-yard line.
And the veteran settles in, and Kevin Glenn, and he just bails out his teammate in Dembski. Nice route run here by Ryan Smith, but this is just poise from Kevin Glenn. Put it right on him.
Trying to get a teammate off the hook. First and 10. Short drop. And out of the backfield, Messam unable to reel that one in. And that's the end of the third quarter. Couple of lead changes. Roughriders now with a 2-point advantage. Heading to the fourth quarter at Mosaic. 23-21, Saskatchewan. Good football game at Mosaic. Henry Burris over 300 for the 5th time in 7 games. 83rd time in his career.
Yeah, and Kevin Glenn to 45,000 career yards. We're watching two veterans go at it here, which is a lot of fun. I'm also watching that matchup between Chris Williams and Junior Murtaugh on the short side of the field. It's about time for Chris Williams to run one of those double moves. We'll see if Murtaugh's ready for it.
Hasn't been a bad year for Chris Williams, but I think everybody expected a little bit more. He's had almost 1,300 yards receiving in a season, and we see him tonight showing how dangerous he can be.
Yeah, it hasn't really broken out in the return game. I know he had one long one over 100 yards called back by penalty.
Right now the Roughriders have the football. Kevin Glenn in the pocket, and he has Roosevelt a first down throw on the money.
That was almost knocked down by Jerome Messam, went right by him.
Flag on the play. Yeah, it looked like the pass was intended for Messam from our line of fire.
Illegal contact on a receiver, Ottawa number 25. Penalties decline. The gain is greater. First down.
Brandon Thompson, one of those good young second-year DBs.
On Weston Dressler. Grabbed his shoulder pads. And that's what the rule change was supposed to clean up.
And off to Anthony Allen. And he gets dragged down. Short gain. Moten Hopkins there to tackle Allen, might have lost a half yard on the play.
Now, there may be a mistake made by one of these veteran quarterbacks, but it's been a pleasure to watch him tonight. A close game, some nice throws, getting the ball out quickly. You got to finish.
Second and a full 10. Glenn over the middle, and that one incomplete. Delivered low, and Rob Bagg unable to dig it off the turf.
Yeah, and I think Rob Bagg kind of ran through the window a little bit, and this may be a little bit on 6 and a little bit on number 5, because in this zone, it's Rob Bagg's responsibility to sit down in that zone, and his momentum took him a little bit too far, and then he couldn't come back.
Early the kick, and it's Chris Williams with flags flying, dropped around midfield. Sort out the flags when we come back. Early fourth quarter, 2-point ball game at Mosaic.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. Welcome to the show. Welcome to
Dice's special teams improves the field position for the Redblacks. As Henry Burris gets set to go to work.
Well, this point in the football game, as tight as it is, this is a good time to see if Jeremiah Johnson can start to chew up some yards and some time and get Henry Burris into comfortable second down situations. So far in the night, 6 for 21 for Johnson. Rushing and 6 catches for 40 yards out of that backfield. You can control the line of scrimmage here, eat up the time, finish with a score. That's what you want to do in the fourth quarter, and they've been good in the second half.
Speaking of the line of scrimmage, Rick Campbell has not had to make any changes on his offensive line for the entire season.
Now he's going to tell you knock on wood when you say that.
Only the Alouettes and the Redblacks have started the same group. And here Ottawa starts on the Riders side of half of the 53.
There it goes.
And a fade to Williams, and he's got it over Junior Murtaugh, and they're working that matchup.
Yeah, there they goes, and it was a matter of time. Couple of outs in a row, and Junior Murtaugh says enough of that, so he climbs right up on him. Says, I'm going to get up in your kitchen here, and look at the move from Chris Williams. Little juke on the line of scrimmage, gets outside. Now, give credit to Murtaugh. He almost closed. He almost got there, but was waiting for it. There it was.
Chris Williams at 106 yards receiving now. Most of it second half. A bump, and down goes Burris. Ball pops loose, and Alex Hall has got it for the Roughriders. And Andre Monroe gets his first belly run of the night.
Big play. Momentum was on the sideline of the Ottawa Redblacks. And Andre Monroe is going to give you the belly rub.
A local hero in a short period of time.
And there it is.
He had a couple of those on Labor Day, and he became the talk of the province. Yikes. Barely Grandma was watching and said, that's my boy.
Grandma fed him well. And Mom.
Kevin Glenn to work. He's got a strike. On a rope to Roosevelt for a first down up at the 50.
Good football play here by everybody involved. Roosevelt. Monroe still rubbing that belly. Straight up.
At the first turnover of the football game.
Roosevelt fought off Brandon Thompson there.
At the 51, a first down and a hitch to Weston Dressler. And he gets tracked down. There's Pruneau with great range once again, limiting the damage, short gain.
That really is his strength, is how quickly he can go from linebacker in sort of the middle of the formation and get almost sideline to sideline. You kind of want your linebackers, and I know he's that tweener. He's a defensive back sort of size linebacker, could play safety, but you want them to go tackle to tackle, maybe hash mark to hash mark. Pruneau can get to the sideline.
Well, they've done a good job on Dressler. 5 catches, but only 13 yards. 2nd and 8. Glenn steps up. Is he going to take off? And he'll get dragged down at midfield. There's Capicotti with the tackle. And it will be 3rd down Saskatchewan.
Well, that was good coverage downfield. There was lots of time for Kevin Glenn. Let's take a look. A bunch formation here for the Riders. To the left side of the formation for Kevin Glenn, and stop it there. Coverage right here, pretty good. One on top, free safety, and coverage down at the bottom. Nowhere to throw for Kevin Glenn, so rather than force one and maybe get it turned over, he tucks it and tries to get what he can.
Williams dropped back deep. Longest punt return, 22 yards. This is going to be unreturnable as Ray Early hits it into the corner. Great kick. 44 yards and out at the 10. Riders haven't had many of those this year. They get a takeaway, though, to help flip the field on a sack from Andre Monroe. Go to tsn.ca/CFL Fantasy. Set your roster for a chance to win a trip to the Grey Cup and a Joseph LeBoon suit for Moors. Well, the game within the game is changing, isn't it?
Yeah, the Riders have just moved Tristan Jackson into the boundary and swapped with Junior Murtaugh to get the matchup of Jackson on Chris Williams.
Deepest start of the night for the Redblacks. And a throw to the wide side and a catch made by Mo Price.
Now quickly, Henry Burris goes right over, and there's defensive coordinator Greg Quick, who puts Tristan Jackson, the 8-year veteran, on the matchup with Williams. And Burris goes right to the other side, and he goes after Junior Murtaugh with Maurice Price.
Plunge for a first down. As they move the chains and get a little breathing room to operate.
Yeah, and Tristan Jackson one more time. He's the wide side corner.
Had a good season too, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's coming down here now. He's down on